Guys, I'm here to tell you that on this channel, I'm a Pyro main, so we do talk about Pyro. Nonetheless, 10 million of you decided to watch the We Don't Talk About Pyro meme, and boy howdy, would I be remiss to not check it out myself. This is the full version of We Don't Talk About Pyro by MedExcalibur 2012. Let's get into it.
If you misunderstood what this up,
There. You better subscribe to MedExcalibur 2012 on YouTube.
Yeah, you probably should. He's got his poster right there, and this clearly took a lot of effort, or is extremely low effort, but great, which is just as good.
Be coming for you.
Sounds like a threat.
Talk about Pyro. Go. This don't talk about Pyro.
You know, I'm just gonna point out that we don't talk about Pyro. I guess is singing count as talking? Can you sing about Pyro but not talk about him? Is singing a subset of talking, or how does this work? Some people that actually have disorders where they stutter or have a hard time speaking clearly, oftentimes will not have that same impediment if it's neurological. Won't have it if they sing, which is a really, really strange quirk.
Getting ready. Robots in it now. But alone in this now.
Guys, there aren't bots allowed in any of the maps, and yet every single community server I play is infested with bots. And if you've seen any of the footage from Ukraine or other modern battlefields, you've learned that unfortunately, bots are not just a function of Team Fortress 2, robots are taking over the regular battlefield as well. Plenty of drone strikes, Syria, Iran, Yemen, Ukraine, you name it, and drones are in the battlefield.
Pyro! And this was fire! You tell this shut the up, you! Where is he? Fans to me! My head was so hard! You fired! And Russia! You gave! And it went so murdered and horrid!
Murdered at a horrid state. Guys, there's not really a good way to murder, but if there's a hierarchy to ways to die, burning is not high up on mine. Burning is just slightly below dying in one of those tiny caves where you get trapped and can't escape, and dying in an air pocket of a submarine like a gazillion feet below the waves.
By next door, we did listen. We don't talk about Pyro. No. We don't talk about Pyro. Ha! Only healing constantly showering. Only causeway. This is ugly. Your dreams, you're until you're dead. Say these beasts also defendly. Say it's that body angry.
One of the things that's interesting about Pyro seeing the world differently is that literally seeing the world differently is actually sometimes even a useful skill. I say this as someone who is colorblind, and as you know, I've said this before, right? Why did you get in the army if you were colorblind? It's because in 2006, you could get in the army with a pulse. That's all they were checking for at that point. But the point is that as someone who's colorblind, I actually can detect a lot of camouflage much better than my non-colorblind peers. It's not clear on why that is, but it is scientifically proven to be the case. Of course, mentally, proverbially seeing the world differently can be a tremendous asset for, well, anyone trying to do anything, right? Anyone that looks at that reality from a different perspective can at least add something to a conversation. The problem is that you have to make sure that you weigh, right, different perspectives that have value and different perspectives that just lack necessary information. Not every, being an iconoclast, right, or a contrarian is valuable, but the contrarian viewpoint is not intrinsically valuable, right? There's a contrarian viewpoint on whether or not the world is round. And while, yes, I'm glad we live in a world with free speech where critical thinkers can examine long-held beliefs, the fact is that the world is definitely round. What have I done?
You are stupid, mush mouth freak. morbidly obese.
Okay, wait. Morbidly obese is not Pyro. Okay, Pyro probably is overweight. There's tiers. These are actually medical terms. There is underweight. Then there is normal weight. And I think they actually, I can even try to look this up. There's specific BMI levels. You can calculate on your BMI where is like different statuses. BMI, normal, range. Okay, so the ranges, let's see if we can find the images. All right, so your BMI, which is only a ratio of your height to your weight. Doesn't account for things like muscle mass, but for populations and for 99% of people, the BMI is great. If you are a professional athlete or a collegiate level athlete, those are the exceptions. Other than that, for 99% of people that fit into 99% of performance categories, the BMI is a fine metric, right? So if your BMI is below 18.5, you are underweight. 18.5 to 25 is a normal weight. Overweight is actually 25 to 29. And then morbid obesity, they call it obesity class 1, is 30 to 35. Class 2, I guess morbid was too broad a category for us Americans. 35 to 40 is a class 2, and above 40 is obesity class 3. So let's see. For those of you keeping track at home, if you are an average American height of a 5'8" man, right, or a 5'9" man, if you weigh 120, you're underweight, right? You could weigh up to 165 and be normal weight. Oh God, that's troubling. Then you can be only overweight if you weigh up to 200 pounds at 5'9", sorry. And then you have to weigh over 215, a lot over 215, I suspect, to qualify as obese or obesity class 2. So all this to say is that actually it takes a lot to be morbidly obese. And Pyro, even if Pyro is 5'9", 200, right, he still is not yet morbidly obese.
When you find your ass, you will say, oh please, you will burn in hell until red.
So I guess if Pyro's a woman, the standards are different. Okay, so actually, Pyro, if she's a woman, would probably still be just obese, not morbidly obese.
So cheese! We don't talk about Pyro! We don't talk about Pyro!
I built a sentry gun the next day.
Go!
There, blasted off blood. Get me. Hey.
These are funny because these are all things that Pyro really does to people.
I'm rocking trees right and it's my turn back to me.
Go!
When you see that freak, you better run away.
I'm not singing this song.
What?
What's the matter with you?
Leave us hanging and you will regret it.
Pyro, this.
Turn off the f***ing music!
I feel like every bone in me blood is pasted on this team.
You big-head wankers!
Want someone to sing so badly? Just get that Pyro to do it! Ah!
I just love how everyone's a little creeped out by Pyro, yet they're still stuck having him on their team. Except not that Pyro. That's a red Pyro and they're blue. So, is a team even complete without one person who creeps you out? Yes, it can be. Team synergy is important, and having a person who thinks a little differently and sees the world a little differently is great. Having someone who's so different that they're unable to coordinate or collaborate with their teammates is actually kind of a problem. I don't think that's true. Oh, I get it. It's like the old saying, right? If you give a man if you give a man a blanket, he'll be warm for a night. But if you set a man on fire, he'll be warm for the rest of his life. All right, yeah, you should definitely subscribe to this guy. All right, guys, that was an experience to behold, to be sure, to be sure. Shout out to Meg Scalibur for continuing to prove that even 12 years after its release, you could still tune into Team Fortress 2 content and just have a blast, just have so much fun. And thankfully, there's always new weird stuff for us to turn into Team Fortress 2 memes. God bless America. God bless the internet. Other than that, guys, oh, right. If you want access to some exclusive content and an exclusive room on the Discord and to support the best React channel on YouTube, you want to join the Patreon. Thanks to our Lieutenant tier patrons, Cole Foster, Command Unit, Caffeinated, Jakob Flavius, Chris, Dr. Shadowcop, Portal World, and Time. All right, guys, that's all I got. Be sure to follow me on Twitch when I stream Team Fortress 2, at a minimum Team Fortress Tuesdays, maybe some more coming up here. And until next time, see you guys later.